What is good? What is good? Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. If you're just joining, don't forget to drop a like and mark your attendance by typing present in the chat. Mark your attendance by typing present in the chat. Today is going to be another class. What's good, Fort Label? Welcome to the stream. So today is going to be another class. We're having another class today. And the topic for today is how to build a community. That is what we are discussing. How to build a community. That's the topic for today. How to build a community. How to build a community. Welcome to the stream. Happy birthday to you. Wow, happy birthday to you, Fort Label. Happy birthday to you. More life, more money, more success. I wish you nothing but the best. I wish you, more life, more money. This year, may all your heart's desires come to pass. Welcome to the stream. If you're just joining, type present in the chat so I know you made it to today's class. Hope the stream is good. Audio is good. Video is good. No complaints, right? No complaints, right? Before we proceed, let me get a bottle of water. I didn't get water. I'm coming. Don't forget to like the live. Don't forget to like the live if you've not liked already. What's good? Jose, welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. And as you guys know, I always break it down into parts so it's easy for you guys to understand, right? I have previously talked about this topic in depth in one of my videos on YouTube. So for the practical aspect, I would advise for you to go and watch the video. The video is everything you need to know about building a community. But this, I'm going to be touching on some of the things that I did not discuss when it comes to that particular video that I dropped. So the first point is understanding the difference between audience and community. You need to understand the difference between understand. No. Let me not write understand. Let me just write audience versus community. So you need to understand the difference between audience and community, because audience watch, right? While community interacts. And if let's say a video, Royce, welcome to the stream. Let's say a video you make gets 1 million views. It doesn't mean your community has 1 million people. It just means 1 million people saw that particular content. But the people that are going to be in your community are the ones engaging in the group. I mean, engaging on the post, liking, reposting, commenting. Those are the people that you would want to recruit or get into your community. And a community already trusts you, right? So they trust you, they defend you, they support you, and they will do whatever it takes to see you grow. That is why it is better for you to have a community versus audience. And majority of the time, when people are building their brand, they usually focus more on audience, because normally this is how it's broken down into. Let me just break it down, right? There is audience, right? Then there is community, then there is customers. Now, this breakdown here, this breakdown here is because of the introduction of social media. Since social media got introduced to this our to this our generation, now you have to build a community. Before, you could have a business and your business would only focus on customers, but now you need to understand that from the introduction of social media, these are the three categories of people that your business interacts with, come across, or whatever. One is the audience, which these ones, they play minor role, they just see what you do. Two is the community, they support you, they defend you, they want to see you grow, they help you. But it doesn't necessarily mean your community is filled with your customers. There are some people that have been part of my community for years, but they have never bought anything from me. So that one now, those are my community members. There are some people that they don't buy my clothes, but they send me gifts when I'm live on TikTok. Now I cannot call that person my customer because he doesn't buy anything from me, but he is a member of my community. Are you guys seeing it now? Don't think that your clothing brand would focus only on customers, or would focus only on community, or would focus only on audience. These three of them are supposed to be working hand in hand. But the main point that we are highlighting today is the community. And that is why, as I'm explaining it to you now, you need to have it subconsciously at the back of your mind that community is important, because community is what will take your brand far. Community is what brings customers. Because if customers see that your community is strong, they will trust you, they will not be scared, and they will buy from you. Do you understand? That's the benefit of community. Some people always get this thing wrong, believing that whenever they say community, community is filled with their customers. These are the people that are buying from them. They feel like community is filled with customers, These are the people that are buying from them. These are the people that are supporting them. Yes, your community can be supportive. They can, ride for you, always want to see you succeed and all that. But it doesn't necessarily mean these people are your customers, which is why I gave the example of saying your community can be filled with people that support you. Like me, for example, they give me gifts, on TikTok, they send me gifts. I have a lot of people that send me gifts, but these people have never bought my clothes before. So I cannot call these people members of my, I cannot call these people customers. So what role will they fall under? Community. And one thing again you need to understand is, as you own a clothing brand, your community doesn't only thrive on your brand. Do you understand? There are other ways that you can be able to get funding for your community to keep it going. One of the ways that you can also do that is by, arranging in-person events, arranging stuff that is going to be in person, is something that these are engagements that would be happening in person. Like when I do pop-ups now, right? That is a community arrangement. The last pop-up I did, and that's how I always do my pop-ups, is putting it first as a community event, not as something for you to come and buy. Because People that are coming to buy will come and buy. And the thing that would attract people that will come to buy is the people in your community. If they see your community is buzzing, if they see people, they are always seeing your posts, people are always engaging, people are always saying, because if you guys pay attention or you've thought about this, the people that buy clothes from you, they don't necessarily have to engage with your content. My customers don't really engage with my content. If it was left to my customers, my brand will not have huge following. My brand, like, there will not be engagement on my post. They don't. Do you understand? There are people that buy whenever I do pop-ups or whenever I do drops, they buy nothing less than 200,000 naira worth of clothes, 200, 300,000, you know, even upwards of that. But I'm just saying least, right? But these people have never ever commented on any of my posts. They don't even like have TikTok. They don't even. So if I'm now depending on them, because some people always believe customer is the most important. Yes, customer is very important, but the community is also really important, because it's the community that will attract more customers to you. Bro, why is my phone not charging? Are you guys getting me? Are you guys getting me? So the next point that I want to discuss is shared belief over shared products. 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 And what do I mean by this? What do I mean by this? A community is built around. Why is this my phone? A community is built around values, struggles, and goals, not just what you sell. Most people, when they are starting their brand, they usually, or as they are running their brand, they think their community must be obsessed with their clothes. No. Your community must not be obsessed with your clothes. Your community must not be saying, oh, the finest clothes. Like, they must not be hyping your clothes. Yes, it's good if they hype it. But the thing that would make your community stronger is if you guys have a shared belief. You guys have a common goal. I'll use my brand as an example now. You guys know that Royce, welcome. I see you. You guys know that my goal is to become the most impactful brand in the world. I always say that. And you guys, whenever I'm talking, I always say, okay, you guys are supporting to help make that dream a reality. I don't say my goal is to have the finest clothes, even if that's your goal, but making sure that your community is aware of the goal and all of you are working together to achieve that common goal. Do you understand? All of you are coming together to achieve that common goal. That is what keeps a community strong. All of you are thinking alike. All of you are thinking the same. Because I built my brand around impact, people that are in my community are always impacting each other. They always support each other. If a member of my community see another member is live, they join the live, they, comment on the live. We are always uplifting each other, because that is what I preach. That is why they always say the community goal is important, because now if you create a community around hate, don't be surprised if one day the community turns on you, because that is what they are used to. So you can create a community about anything, about struggle, about, but making sure there is a goal that all of you are working towards. It makes everything much easier. It makes the community fall into place. It makes it look more natural than you forcing it on them. Because let's say, for example, I tell you I'm building the most impactful brand, and if you join us, we can help achieve that impactful goal. It makes more sense than me saying, I just dropped this new collection. Make sure you join us in our WhatsApp group so you can follow up with the updates. This is a random person I'm meeting online. Welcome, Kingsley. I see you. This is a random person you are meeting online, and you are telling the person to join your community so that one day he will buy your clothes. Do you understand? Now, I'm not saying that is wrong. You can say that sometimes, but which one looks or which one sounds more compelling to a stranger? Because people that are joining your community are strangers. These are people that 90% of people in my community, they are strangers. Like I said, I differentiated between my customers and people in my community. That some people in my community are not my customers. Do you understand? But I know how valuable they are. And what made them convert or become members of my community is, like I said, because we are achieving or working towards a common goal. So please, if you're trying to build a community, I know I didn't mention this. Welcome, it's no problem. I only just discussed one point. I'll still, go over it again. You guys know at the end of the class, I'll still go over it again. So I already, in that video of how to build a community, I already mentioned having a community name. So this is basic of having a community name and all that. But the important thing is having a common goal. Make sure your community has a common goal. If your community, like Ball Brand, for example, that the brand is based on love, you can build or center your community around love, showing each other love, making, like, for example, you can say, oh, somebody just had good news today, or maybe you, as the leader of your community, you just had good news today. You decide to show love in the group by sending money to people. Do you understand? But having that common goal makes it more realistic. It makes it more compelling for people to join your community. If there is no goal, trust me, if you are just building your community around your clothes, because this is what I said, shared belief over shared products. If you are building your community around your clothes, like, oh, this jersey, even if it is this jersey, right? I wouldn't market it as this jersey. I would say, if you want to join Igberaga Boys FC, Igberaga Boys FC. What does Igberaga Boys FC mean? Igberaga Boys stands for, people that have like high self-esteem. They believe in themselves, all those kind of things. It makes more sense. That is why even when I do drops, even when I build drops, yeah, that's what I'm explaining right now, Kingsley. That's why even when I do drops, I focus on the story. So shared belief over shared products. Like I said, most people building a community, they make the common mistake of feeling like the products is the center of attention. Yes, your goal is to try and sell products, but how you'll be able to build that community is by having a shared belief. And Kingsley, you were not here, but I separated this into three: audience, community, and customers, because most people think their community members are filled with their customers, but it doesn't necessarily mean your community will be filled with your customers. And I will even give another example, like Louis Vuitton now. Louis Vuitton, they just did runway show in Paris, right? They did fashion week. Okay, see my Hausa accent. They did fashion week in Paris, right? Now, the people that they did the fashion week in Paris, these are not the people that are commenting on their post. Too. These are not the people that are liking their post. These are not the people that are, following them back to back, like, oh, what has new LV dropped, or, reposting it on their story or whatever. These people don't do that. These ones are the customers. The people that comment on their post, repost and all that, that is the community. Do you understand? Your customers, because they are spending money on you, they don't feel obliged to do any kind of, what do you call it? They don't feel obliged to do any kind of interaction or whatever. Maybe they want to, but they might not be excited to do it because ultimately they are paying, right? They are paying, which everybody knows that if you are paying, if you are spending your money somewhere, you would expect them to, be treating you better. You would not want them to expect a lot from you because you are already paying. Do you understand? But the people now that are not really giving you money or not necessarily paying, they will put in more efforts, which is why you need them in your community, because these are the people that will be reposting your posts. These are the people that will be liking. These are the people with the good word of mouth. These are people that will support you. And what will help them come or have that strong belief in you is you guys having that shared belief. Now, the next point is consistency builds familiarity. Right? Next point, consistency builds familiarity. Consistency builds familiarity. Consistency builds familiarity. And I'm guessing with how I'm like writing the points down, you can be able to even understand it even without me like explaining it in depth. Please don't forget to drop a like if you've not liked the live already. It helps push the live far. Wow, this is so crazy. I didn't even know. If you've not subscribed as well, make sure you subscribe because it helps push the live far. Wow, I'm seeing you. I thought it was the live I put on my PC. I didn't know. I didn't know I put a video. That's why I was surprised with the amount of people on the live. I saw. I didn't know. I didn't know. I didn't know. Okay, so back to what I was saying. Consistency builds familiarity. So don't say you want to build a community and you are not consistent in the community. You, the person that is building it, you are not consistent. Me, I am consistent. I chat every day with people in my community. I, check in every day in people in Absa Academy because me, I have multiple communities, right? But I make sure that I am active in all of them because if you are not active, if they don't see you showing up every day, why will they want to show up? Why will they want to show up? I can even give you a real life scenario of if you have a teacher now, let's say for example, teacher, even if he's visual arts teacher, right? And he's supposed to come to work or he's supposed to come to class 5 days in a week. Monday he comes, Tuesday he doesn't come, Wednesday he doesn't come. On Thursday, even you will be doubting to go to that class. Even if he texts you and say, I'm coming to class today, you will be doubting because he didn't come 2 days in a row. That's how you need to look at it. If you are not consistent, they lose faith in you. They don't trust you because they are not familiar with you. They begin to see you as somebody that is not trustworthy or somebody that is not going to be worth their time. Because if you want them to put in effort into the community, you have to show them first. You have to do twice the amount of effort that they are doing. Showing up regularly with a clear voice and message makes people feel like they know you. Right? So if you are showing up every day with a message, just like the way I do, see, trust me, as much as all these things that I'm saying is right, if you are following what I am saying, if you are following what I am teaching, if you are following what I am doing, your growth will be inevitable. That's just the reality. Because what I am telling you guys to do now, these are the things that I do. I do it even up until today. I show up every day with a clear message. What is the clear message? Building the most impactful brand. But in order for you not to be saying building the most impactful brand, building the most impactful brand, building the most impactful brand, there are sub things that you can do that still relates to impact, that still passes the message across. Which is why I gave the example of ball brand now based on love, right? You can say, okay, today, good news. Not even good news. Let's forget that, right? Let's say based on love, Valentine's Day is coming. So because my brand is based on love, I'm going to be giving roses to beautiful girls or girls that I see or single girls that I see today on the street. And you can create content, walk around, be giving rose around. Don't you think girls that like love or people that like love or people that they feel like, oh, this is a good thing, this is a nice message, you don't even necessarily need to tell them join my community before they will join because they like what you are doing? Do you understand? Showing up every day, being consistent with what you are doing, and the clear message. Let the both of them be consistent. You see how, as I said, I'm doing this class for 14 days. Today is day 12 now. I did not miss any class. I did not miss any class. I showed up every day for 12 days. Do you understand? So if I'm saying I'm trying to build a community here on YouTube and I'm not taking it serious, do you think the community will take it serious as well? Because some people say they are trying to build a community, they don't post on TikTok, maybe they post once a week. Do you think anybody wants to be in a community where they get updates once a week? Even if they are in that kind of community, do you think they will take the community seriously? You can use these scenarios that I'm giving you in real life scenarios as well. I can give you another example. Now, for example, now, a girl that you are chatting with, you only chat with her once a week, and there's another girl that you are chatting with, you chat with her every day in the week, who do you think you will be closer to? Obviously, you'll be closer to the girl you chat with every day. Same thing with, let's even say, minus girl, even a guy friend that you have, any of your guys that you talk to almost every day compared to one you talk to once in a week, definitely you are closer to the one that you talk to every day. That is how it is. That is why. What's good, T? Welcome to the stream. Please don't forget to drop a like and subscribe if you've not subscribed already. We're trying to get to 100k subs. Now we need 96 more subscribers. We are on 4,000 subscribers right now. Everybody, congratulations in the chat. You guys should congratulate me. You see, because I am consistent. If I was not consistent, how will my subscribers go up? That's the same thing you need to tell yourself. If you're trying to build a community, you need to be consistent. If you say, I'm trying to build a community on TikTok, or even if you're trying to build a community on WhatsApp, how do you get these people into your community? It's by creating TikTok videos. That is why, yes, T, I do. I own a clothing brand as well, but I also help people build their clothing brand. So let's say you what do you call it? What was I even saying? I was in the middle of saying this community thing. So, but I can't remember. I lost my train of thought. So, showing up every day with the clear message and letting them know, okay, this is what, say, promote your clothing brand. Right now, thank you for asking me this question or saying this thing, T, because it just reminded me of what I wanted to say. Right now, even though I don't have products available for sale on my website, I have not stopped posting. I have not stopped going live. I have not stopped being consistent. I'm waiting for my manufacturer to be done. I've been waiting for how long? It's been a while, but I have no choice than to wait. But every other clothing brand owner, because I like to call this time off season, every clothing brand has off season. And what I call off season is when you don't have products to sell, or your products are in what do you call it? Your products are in, they are manufacturing it, right? So me right now, they are manufacturing my next drop. My first drop of the year is being manufactured. But another clothing brand owner will be like, I don't have anything to sell on my website. Let me just chill. Let me just not post anything. Let me not just, yes, T, exactly. So you say, let me not just post anything. Let me just, I don't want to be posting on my page till my products come. I even spoke to one of my students today and he said the same thing. He said he doesn't want to post because he has not gotten his sample yet. And I was like, that is the wrong way to do it. You're supposed to be posting even before the sample comes. You're supposed to get familiar with these people. These people are supposed to get familiar with you. And for me now, I'm obviously trying to find new people. Like T, for example, if I did not go live today, I wouldn't have met T. Real life, I wouldn't have met T if I did not go live today. So you guys are even seeing that I show up every day, whether I have clothes or I don't have clothes, because one, I am trying to bring new people into my community. Two, the people that are currently in my community, I don't want them to forget me. Because in this social media era, no matter who you are, they will forget you. No matter who you are, no matter how important you think you are, they will forget you. That is just the truth. In social media, there are a lot of people for them to care about. That if you don't show them, oh, remember me, oh, I'm still here, oh, I still exist, oh, my clothes are coming, oh, don't worry, my clothes are coming next week. If you're not there to be reminding them, showing them, interacting with them, they will forget you. So create a fan base to build up suspense for you. Yes, exactly, T. Exactly, T. That is the purpose of you building a community, because the community is that fan base. Thank you very much. I really appreciate T. If you've not subscribed, I beg, T, make sure you subscribe. Also, where are you watching from? Because I don't know, I have a feeling that you're not in Nigeria. But if you're in Nigeria, good to have you here though. Where are you watching the stream from? All right, so that's it with this point of consistency builds familiarity. Then the next one is create participation, not just content. The UK, nice. In it, UK in it. What did I want to say? Create participation, not just content. Create participation, not just content. I hope my handwriting is is easy to read. Oh, I need to get a bigger board. When I move to my, because I'm moving out of here in a few months. So when I move to my new place, I'm going to get a bigger board that will stand, because this was just a test. It's readable. Thank you. Thank you. This was just a test. And with the test now, I can see that it's really working well. Right? So, create participation, not just content. Most people create just content, right? They create posts that the post is just for you to like and go. But most of the time, I always do community games. I always do things like, okay, guess this thing and you win an item. Guess this thing and you win an item. Or I go on my live, I do giveaway. Highest gifter gets, so amount of money, or highest gifter gets this shirt, just making sure that there are stuff going on in your community to stimulate the community. Don't just be posting there, posting there, posting there. Ask for feedback, See, like T, for example, me asking her those questions is for her to engage. Do you understand? I hope, T, you are a girl. Oh. I'm judging based on your profile picture. In case you're a guy and I'm calling you a girl, my bad. But creating content, like ask questions, run lives, spotlight members, and let people feel seen, because most of the time people want to be seen. If you create a community, make sure that the people in your community feel seen. That's why when somebody comments on my post, I respond to the person. When somebody engages with whatever I do, I respond. If I post a video and you comment on the post, I respond. Even on YouTube, if I post any YouTube video and you comment on it, I respond. If I'm live and you type something in the chat, I respond. All these things are things that is stimulating your community. Because imagine now, even as much as I'm doing this class, imagine somebody comes. Are you a sole trader? No, I have employees now. So it's not just, it used to be just me, but now I have employees. So imagine now, as T came into the chat and she said, hey, and I did not respond to that. Even when I tell you guys, if you made it to today's class, make sure you comment present in the chat. When I tell you type present in the chat, that is you participating. That is you engaging. That is you making sure you are seen. Because if you type present in the chat and I reply, say, oh, Royce, I see you. Oh, Kingsley, welcome to the chat. You feel seen. You feel good. And it's because I see you. As I see you, I must acknowledge that I see you. Some people don't do that because maybe they are feeling too cool. Some people, they don't even follow anybody back on Instagram, and you are trying to build a community. Who do you think you are? That's good. You seem set. Thank you. Thank you. I've been doing this for like 5 years. This year is going to be my 6th year. So it's been a long time coming, man. Right? So who do you think you are? You are creating new Instagram or new TikTok, and you don't want to follow anybody, but you are trying to build a community. Like, how is that going to work? Wetin they do you and T guy? Kokayi Aurini. I beg, this guy really spoke Hausa. That's crazy. With your Ifeanyi Chukwu. Ifeanyi Chukwu is speaking Hausa for me. Bro, this is the first time that she's joining the chat now. Like I said, I like to make people feel seen. If you, Kingsley, you are chatting, I will be reply as you type something in the chat now. Didn't I reply to the chat? So if you are typing something in the chat, I will reply to you. Do you understand? Could you translate? He said, what is going on with you and T? Or are you guys married? That's what he said. Or have you guys, or did you guys get married? Something like that. But this is the first time she's joining the chat, so it's the first impression. T, you can follow us on Instagram. Absa was taken. Instagram or TikTok. Absa was taken. You can follow us. No, I'm not. So please make sure you follow us on social media at Absa was taken. It's going to, help build the brand or take the brand further. Wait, so I can't. YouTube is crazy. I can't. What do you call it? Do you create content on YouTube? See, are you a content creator? Do you create content on YouTube? Right? So make sure that you are creating all this engaging stuff on your social media, so that way your community will be engaged. If you are not engaging your community one way or another, there will be no purpose for them to be in the community. After some time, they lose interest and they go, because it's like it's boring. It's just going to be one-sided if there is no form of engagement. So make sure you engage them. Make sure you tell them to do something. Make sure you give back to them. Give money, give clothes, you know. I'm an introvert. I don't really use socials. Okay. But why I'm saying so is so that you can be able to follow up on what's going on, because you know YouTube is not really a social media platform. I don't see YouTube as a social media platform. So at least you can keep up with what's going on TikTok or on Instagram. Plus, I also want to, you know, see you, like Kingsley, for example. He has DM me on Instagram. I always like to interact with people that support me or just show up one way or another. That's why. But it's fine though. If you don't want to, I will accept the rejection. It's not by force. Do you understand? So the next point and the final point of today's class is leadership. I'll sub on here though. Thank you so much, man. Thank you so much. I'm trying to get to 100k subs. T, do you think I can get to 100k subs by the end of the year or before the end of the year? What do you think, T? Do you guys think? Yes, of course. Wow, thank you for believing in me. Do you guys think I can? Let me not be talking to Olite. Do you guys think I can make it to 100k before the end of the year? That would be really sick. I'm working hard towards it, right? So the final point is leadership. You seem cool with a good personality and good business plan. Thank you. Like I said, it's been 5 years coming, so I had time to make a lot of mistakes year 1, year 2, you know. I've also moved my brand, like, from Europe. Now it's in Africa, you know. I'm trying to expand in Africa before I, you know, focus around the world. But yeah, I've been doing a good job, I'd like to say, even myself. So every strong community needs a clear leader. Every strong... Oh, that's nice. What college do you attend? Every strong community needs a clear leader with vision, boundaries, and direction. So the community needs a clear leader with vision, boundaries, and what? Direction. So you now, a college in London. Oh, that's nice. I appreciate you for joining the stream and subscribing. You know, it means a lot. We are one step closer to getting to 100k subs. What kind of business do you do, T? Do you also own a clothing brand as well, or you just do like business management? So you now, as the person that is trying to build the community, I think Kingsley, you were the one that asked this question yesterday. You, as the person trying to build the community, you need to be a strong leader, a leader with, you know, like I said, I do graphics and also a student. All right, Owaji. Owaji. No, I'm learning about business in college and how to run one. Okay. So you would like to open your business someday. And yes, Owaji, you can send me a DM or you can follow me on Instagram or TikTok so that I will see your work as well. Follow, and you know, you can DM me on Instagram or TikTok so I'll see your work as well. Please, I'm just asking, I want to know the average of you guys here. How old are you guys? Like, because I'm thinking that, okay, now if I feel like I'm talking to younger people, so you must not say like your correct age. You can say between 20 to 25, for example, or 18 to 21, you know. Just give me like an age range. Wow, T is 18. Yo, that's so crazy. You are really young, oh. Bro, I didn't know that. I'm 10 years I'm 10 years older than you. I'm 28. So Owaji and Kingsley, how old are you guys? Let me know in the chat, please. I'm just doing like I want to see like survey of how old the age range of the people that watch me. So every community needs a clear leader with vision, boundaries. Oh, 23. Okay, that's not bad. And direction. So you now as the leader, make sure that you guys have the same belief and you lead properly. You lead properly. You have strong stance. Don't be somebody that they'll push around, because people are going to challenge you a lot. Me, in this my journey, people have challenged me a lot. Them 28, I thought max 25. Yeah, I'm old, man. Very soon I'll be using crutches to walk. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. But in your journey, many people are going to push you around. Many people are going to, try to bully you. Many people are going to challenge you. If you are not a strong leader, you will be, you will fall over, or you will bend, or you will conform to what anybody is trying to force on you. But you need to have that backbone. You need to have that spine. You need to be strong with your belief and say, this is what I stand for, and that is it. This is what I'm trying to achieve, and that is it. And the people that are in your community would be able to see that and recognize it. If you are not doing, if you don't have a strong, if you are not strong and people in your community challenge you and they see you are weak, they won't respect you, because weak men don't get respected, or weak leaders don't get respected. You need to be strong. I don't mean don't be open to criticism, or don't, take any advice. So what I just mean is have a strong belief. Like, let me give an example now. Me now that I say, share you saw my IG, what's your advice? I was rating brands yesterday. See, I'm learning about monopolies in college. Oh, okay. That's nice. I used to play Monopoly when I was younger. I think that was what made me get interested in business, because in Monopoly you get real estate, industries. It was really nice. Like, opened my brain. I haven't really started manufacturing mine to post. Yeah, then you start with what you have. Try and make at least one sample. Please try and make at least one sample, or the mockups that you have, be posting it, or learn to create 3D mockups. Leverage what you can use right now before you have the real products in hand. So, like I was saying, example of a moment of weak leadership. Let's say now I say I'm building the most impactful brand in the world, right? And I'm trying to do something that is impactful. I did a pop-up with a clothing brand in December. We did a joint pop-up, and that clothing brand did not want me to do any kind of workshop, right? He was like, no workshop. The goal should just be for people to come and buy and go. Then I told him, because as I'm the leader now of my community, I would be failing my community if I had agreed to his proposal. If I agreed to his proposal and say, no, okay, we are not discussing how to build a brand, we are not doing this, we are not doing that, the pop-up will just be come and buy and go. But I fought and I said, no, it's not going to work for me. Like me, my clothing brand stands for building impact, and there is no impact in me coming to sell clothes and go. I don't feel like I achieved my goal there, so we cannot do it that way. Do you understand? And as I had that confrontation with him, I still went back on my live that night and I spoke about it to my community. I discussed it with my community. Okay, guys, see what happened though. Pop-up that I'm organizing with this guy. This guy is saying I should not do this, I should not do that. And I told him no. So that way, the community will know, they can believe, like they can trust you. They know you have their best interest at heart, right? They know you have their best interest at heart. They know you will not lead them astray, because you are a strong leader. Strong leaders will always be challenged. They will always challenge you. And if you are falling every time they challenge you, you bend, you agree, you become a coward, trust me, your community will not respect you and your community will not grow. Monopolies are businesses with a large market share in their industry. All right. You gave me the textbook definition of monopoly. You gave me the textbook definition of monopoly. Is there like a particular business you are interested in learning, or just business in general? You just love the idea of business, or there's one particular type of business, maybe fashion business, maybe recycling business, maybe there are different kind of businesses, maybe real estate as well, or you just are interested in business in general. So I'm going to go over it once again. Please don't forget, if you made it to today's class, drop a like. It helps push the stream far. If you've not liked already, subscribe as well. And comment present, type present in the chat, so I know you made it to today's class. That's if you've not marked your attendance already. I love businesses in general, but I like fashion and skincare. Yeah, you see. So maybe when you're going into business, you would go towards the fashion and skincare business. I think that would be good, especially because you're a lady, I think that would be really good. So let me go over these points once again. So how to build a community? First things first, you need to identify the difference between audience and community. All right, this one is the idea aspect. For the practical aspect of having a community name, I made a video about that on YouTube already. So just go to my channel. There is a video there, everything you need to know about building a community. Watch that video for the practical aspect, where I say follow brands, like their posts, comment, all those ones. That's the practical aspect. But for the idea aspect now, you need to understand the difference between audience and community. Audience, they watch, but they don't participate. They observe what you are doing, but they don't engage. While community is the one that will engage. And I now went a step further to break it into three: audience, community, and customers. Most people think people in their community must be their customers, but you can have a community or members in your community that are not your customers. I have people that are really supportive, strong members in my community, but they've never bought anything from me. Even you guys in this YouTube chat now, you guys have never bought anything from me, but you guys are members of my community. Fort Label is a member of my community. He's in Absa Academy. He's always in my chat. He's a member of Absa Secret Society, right? Same thing with you, Kingsley. You would see yourself as a member of Absa Secret Society, even though you are not my customer. Some people think they have to cater to the customers all the time, but you need to understand that there is audience, there is customer, and there is community, and there is customer. Your community is what takes the brand far. The customer gives you the cash injection you need, while the community pushes the brand further. If there is a pop-up now, let's say you are doing a pop-up, right? Most of the time for pop-ups, your customers come and go. Your customer will come into the shop, they'll buy what they want to buy and go. But your community will come and stay. That is the difference. And if they are passing your shop and they see a lot of people in your shop, people will be curious, like, what's up now? What's going on in this shop? They will enter, and that is you bringing, your community now brings audience and customers. That is the important thing about community. Community brings audience and customers. So that's why community is in the middle, because they bring audience and they bring customers. Because once anybody sees your community is popping, like, anytime you post something, is viral, people are always commenting, they'll be curious, like, what's this brand about? Let me buy. That's how it works. Can I tag you on IG if I post products? You don't see them, so you'd see them and correct me, should in case. No, Kingsley, unfortunately, I don't think you can tag me, but I don't think I'll be able to help you, because that is something I do for students in Absa Academy, unfortunately, because I'm only one human being, so there's only so much I can do. That's why I just attend to the people that I know would take it, seriously. We build your reputation and we could promote your brands to potential customers. Okay. Is that what you do right now? T, is that what you do right now? Are you talking about like running ads for businesses or what? So the next one is shared belief over shared products. Don't think your community must be all about your products. Your community should be about a shared belief, a common goal. Godzilla, welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. Please, Godzilla, drop a like to support the stream. Drop a like. You guys, everybody in the chat right now, if you have not dropped a like, please drop a like to support the stream. So, your community should have a shared belief over the products. So you guys should believe in the same thing, like, okay, me now, my own is I'm building the most impactful brand in the world. So everybody in my community, all of us are working towards that common goal. Anybody that has joined my community would be able to tell you that, okay, this is a very strong, supportive community. If you have a problem, even if I'm not there to help you out, somebody there would help you out. We've built that system of helping each other grow, impact. So having that common goal is going to be better than loving a product. Because let me give you an example now. This cap, let's say I post this cap goes viral, my community love this cap, they are all about this cap. I cannot keep making this cap forever. I cannot keep making this cap forever. At some point, I'll stop making this cap and start making something else. But the difference between product and goal is you can keep pushing one goal forever. Because me now, as I say, all right, see, it was nice having you in the stream, man. Take care of yourself. Good luck with school. So, the thing about belief is that you can always push it forever. Building the most impactful brand in the world is not something you can do in one day. Even in 100 years, it will not even take you, for you to achieve that goal, it can take you 100 years and you'll still be pushing, you've not achieved it. Do you understand the difference between belief and product now? Product has expiration dates. Time will come where, let's say, they get older, they cannot wear this kind of cap anymore, you know, they want to start wearing kaftan or whatever. Now, instead of that person leaving permanently, because that person has the goal of trying to help you make that brand the most impactful brand in the world, he will still stay. I also gave an example of members. Neville World, welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. Please, Neville World, drop a like on the stream. It helps push the stream far. Please, if you've not liked the live, like the live to help support the stream, especially because I'm doing this for free. And if you've not subscribed as well, make sure you hit the sub button. So having that shared goal is something that even if the person doesn't buy your products, the person will be a member of your community and keep pushing so you can achieve, or you guys, all of you collectively can achieve that goal. Then the next is consistency builds familiarity. If you are trying to build a community, make sure you are consistent. Make sure you are showing up every day. Make sure you are showing the members of your community that, yo, I'm serious about this. If you show up once a week, you don't look serious. They don't take you serious. But if you show up every day, you tell them, I'm serious about this. I'm serious about this. This is what I want to do. And they will admire your seriousness. They will admire your zeal. They will admire your consistency. And it will make them more willing to take the community seriously. Fourth, create participation, not just content. Don't just be creating content that they will like. Ask them questions. Tell them to comment. Tell them to do stuff. Tell them to like. Tell them to engage. You also stimulate the community by giving back to them. Give them free products. Give them community exclusive discounts. Give them benefits that is not accessible to the rest. So that way, them in the community can brag about it. Them in the community can brag about it. They can say, oh, me, I'm in ASO. We are getting discounts. We are getting giveaway. Me now, a thing I even do in Absa Academy is I do collaboration with the top performing students. So now that's something that helps them, that in the in the class now, in the group, they always try to compete to see who will be the best and who will get the collaboration with me. Are you guys seeing the importance of stimulating the group? Then finally, leadership. Being a strong leader. Being a strong leader, because nobody wants a weak leader. Nobody is going to trust a weak leader. Let's say, for example, you and somebody are in the house, right? And the person is claiming to be the head of the house. The person is claiming to be the leader. The person is claiming to be the boss. If something goes wrong, everybody looks at the leader. And if the leader disappoints them, they will no longer take you seriously. Do you understand? They will no longer take you seriously. That's why I used the example of me and the clothing brand I did the collab pop-up with. If he just said everything and I always agreed to everything he said, my community would not look at me like a strong leader. But as a strong leader, you stand your ground. You tell them, no, my brand stands for this, and I must make sure this is always there. I told him, no, my brand, I'm trying to build the most impactful brand. So any event I am doing, they need to be some sort of impact in that event. I don't create events to come and sell and go home. That is not what I do. He's a strong man. You have to be, you have to be. So that's how it is. That's how it is. Do you guys have any questions regarding this? Let me know in the chat. Do you have any question regarding this, how to build a community? And like I said, for the basic stuff like having a community name, you know, the practical ways of building a community, like following people, you know, go to Ashlock's comments, go and follow the people that are commenting on their posts, find people on Instagram, be liking their posts, you know, trying to make new friends online. I have made an in-depth video about that on my YouTube, so you can go and watch that. I did not want to repeat what I've already said. Do you understand? So in that video, I gave the practical aspects. This one now is the idea aspect. Let's say, for example, you do the practical things like you are following the people, they are starting to follow you back, you know, you are liking their posts, you are finding people, people are starting to enjoy what you are doing. These are what you need to have at the back of your mind, not just doing those things anymore, because those things get them through the door. This is what will make them stay and support you for long. This is what will make them stay and support you for long. Do you understand? Especially with this social media age where, like me now, I have 20,000 followers, but every time I post a video or a picture on TikTok, it's not compulsory that 20,000 people see it. Even YouTube, for example, I have 4,000 subscribers. How many people are in the live right now? Right? YouTube, I have 4,000 subscribers. How many people watch my videos? Go and check my last video. How many views does it have? So your followers is not the important thing, especially because you are a business owner. It is the people that are in your community. At least now, I know whenever I'm live on YouTube, I know Royce is going to be here. I know Kingsley is going to be here. I know Nervo World is going to be here. Do you understand? That is how you build a community. That is how you build a community, making sure that they are staying with you for the long run to achieve that common goal. So now, 3 more minutes if you have any questions to ask. Let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chat, bro. These people, they say national grid has collapsed. So no lights. Can you imagine? Nigeria way. Do you have any questions? 3 more minutes to ask questions that you have. 3 more minutes to ask questions that you have. And please, I want you guys to have this as a takeaway from this class, right? Make sure you are building a community, please. Even though your clothing brand, you are selling and you don't have a community, your priority should be trying to build a community as well, not just selling. Yes, selling is good and it's what stimulates, like I said, selling stimulates the group, you know, it helps promote the group, but having that community helps you withstand the test of time, because these people are going to support you no matter what. And supporting businesses in this social media age is beyond paying. Your community is who will take you to rooms that maybe you cannot go to. Like a customer now, a customer now that buys your clothes, that is just a customer, but he will not feel obliged. Let's say, for example, there's an opportunity for you. He doesn't necessarily feel obliged to help you in that opportunity. But somebody that is a member of your community that sees an opportunity for you and he knows you will be the perfect role for that opportunity, he will make sure he does anything within his power to make sure that you get that position or you get that opportunity. That's the difference between customer, audience. Audience is the least, bottom of the food chain. Those ones, they just watch. Then community, then customers. Community is in the middle because that is what keeps everything together. Any questions? 2 more minutes to ask question. 1 minute to ask question. If you have a question, please let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chat. If you've not subscribed already, please make sure you hit the subscribe button. If you've not liked, make sure you like the live so it pushes it out to more people and so we can be able to impact more lives. As you guys know, this is a dream for me. This is something that I've been working towards for years now. This year is making it 6 years, which is so crazy to me because I remember starting off, you know, in 2020, being confused, not knowing what I'll do or where I'll go. But all I just did was I looked forward and I kept growing. I kept learning. I kept making mistakes and figuring it out. And now, since I got the idea and God gave me the vision of trying or becoming the most impactful brand, everything I have done from that moment up until now is to impact people and get all of us to rally together so we can all grow this, our industry in Nigeria. Fashion is the next industry that is going to take off in Nigeria. Afrobeat is already gone. You know, our comedy too, I think, is already gone. But fashion is untapped. So if we can work together and blow fashion in Nigeria and be exported like the way they export music in Nigeria, they say this brand is working with Louis Vuitton, you know, Nervo World is the new creative director for Dior. Kingsley, for example, is working with Balenciaga. Do you understand? That is the dream that I want for all of us, because even as much as I have a dream of working with Louis Vuitton, I cannot get there on my own. I need all of you guys. We need each other to help grow this our industry. It's bigger than this our community, this our industry, for it to grow so that they can export our talents. So that's going to be it. Thank you guys so much for coming through to today's class. I hope you learned something. I'm glad that you guys learn something every day, and keep growing, keep learning, keep growing. Don't forget, I'm Abdrazak Sani, and you say, Roy, sorry, I just gave 2 examples. I looked at the chat and I just gave 2 examples. Royce, you were quiet in today's class. All right. Royce, for example, is working with which brand lies? Royce, for example, is working with Chanel. Yeah, Chanel is a good one. Kingsley will be working with Balenciaga. By God's grace, don't worry. Royce, you'll be working with Chanel. You know, Chanel too is a crazy brand as well. So by God's grace, this is the vision that I want for all of us. All of us just need to keep growing, and that's why I'm helping you guys grow, so that we can grow together. I wish I had somebody like me when I was starting off. I would have taken the person seriously, and I'm sure I'll be in a better position than I am today. But that's going to be it for tonight's class. Thank you guys so much for showing up. Don't forget, I'm Abdrazak Sani, and we are building the most impactful brand in the world. Good night.